Hello everyone, Dr. ERUDiTE here from Figo Trader. So with me, here is a chart for Volatility 25 on the derivative, one of the synthetics that I think is commonly traded by traders who trade synthetics. Alright, so here with me, I have the chart in one that which has the highs on this analytical view powered by Trading View. So this analytical view of one day is very good. In fact, because it is a volatility pair, 24 hours movement is relatively fast. It looks like that over of maybe 1 hour or something. Makes more sense. So let's get started to the analysis. So in this video I'll be showing you how I most likely would take this analysis. First of all, it's always very big. If we reset the chart, let's say reset it, just how it looks all wide and everything. And then in actual sense, people are always like, oh, it's too big, right? So what you do is you just control and then you reduce to find the smallest, so you can see all views. So now with this, I already have a theory of how I expect to go about this. And what is that way? First of all, first things first, really, I really like to draw my line, just my line and trend line, just to see at what point did this movement change, right? So you see the trend line says, oh, here, bang, was the point where we had transition into an upward movement. Beautiful. So we had a breakout of this trend because obviously maybe there was something more, right? So it could have been more, like the charts could have been more upwards, but this was all I had in this derivative trading view powered chart too. So I use this one, right? So notice how I'm touching the peaks of all of these extensions of price. So you go here, let's pick number one, pick number two, and then there was a peak somewhere around here that obviously did breakout, right? So with this, now once the breakout, what I do next is I draw my chart pattern. I literally would draw a chart pattern. So with this, I have an idea of possibly what pattern broke out. Now, one way to actually do this is to draw, because I'm literally using the latest price movement to connect my price. So you see here. So this, to an extent, looks like a wedge. In my own opinion, is a wedge. So the wedge could have been coming from, and the wave could have been coming from down up or whatever it is. But this is a wedge, considering the way I drew it. Yeah. Okay. Now there was a breakout. Yeah, we showed that the breakout. So now wedges. Let's say this is how far. Let's just project possibly how far a wedge. The rule for wedge take profit is usually around this. So you just do let's just assume we have, okay, for ease of reference, since we can't see what is down here, I'll just use this immediate one to see, right? So bang, my take profit line should be somewhere here, from here to here, right? So just use this one, and then let's make this visible. We use the brown and make it 2 pixels. Alright, so here with this I can now further project. Alright, so the breakout happened here, right? So we see that the price broke out and got to this point. So for some reason, of course, it has come back to retest. So someone must have traded this. So in actual sense now, just so that we know, in actual sense, the take profit for this wedge is over, because you can see price did breakout and came back to the point of breakout. Makes more sense? Yes, it does. Makes more sense, yeah? Alright, so this pattern is over. For those of you who be like, oh, it's going up, it's going up. No. For now, this pattern is over because it's come back to retest the original position of the breakout. Yeah? Makes more sense? Beautiful, clean and simple. Alright, next, what do? We go to the current happenings. What's the current happening? The current happening now is what is happening in real time. So we follow this one. Yeah, this is what was happening in real time. This is the new one. Yeah, we have a peak here, a high here, and maybe something else, whatever. But this is the current trend. Yeah, you gotta follow it. You gotta follow what's happening. Maybe it's coming back this way. Who knows? Whatever it is. If we had more data, maybe I could have projected how far it went into the future, how far it's going, But for now, this is the only thing you have. So you're working with this. So I can erase this. So this is what's happened. So you can just work with this alone. Alright. So this is your new resistance. And possibly this is your support. the old resistance that became support. So you can extend this line this way. Beautiful. For those of you who like to do this, you can do this. All right, this will guide you. This is your former resistance that has become support. All right, so this is no longer useful, so we just remove this. But for those who like, you can still keep it, but pretty much certain that you don't need this line, right? So this is, I'm not gonna need it, so we'll delete it. So this is all we have now. Down below is past tense. Now we think there is down and upward movement. So if we have upward trend, so we now have to follow with something called a support line. Very important. A support line. You gotta draw a support line, yeah? Support line comes in this way. Beautiful. This is your support line for the new movement. And for those of you who be like, oh, okay, but we have another support line. Yeah, this is another support line from the previous resistance, because price will might eventually come back, and then if it hits here, it's another support. So right, so we have these lines. This is all we have. Yeah, all we have at the moment. So the primary support has not been broken, so we're still in an uptrend. Possibly we might come down, but for now we're still in an uptrend. So just leave you with this. That's all. In 24 hours, because obviously this should have been drawn in maybe like 8 hours and everything, but because we want to know what's actually happening, so in 24 hours we're still trending upwards. Yeah, possibly we might come down again, but this still looks like an upward trend for me. Yeah. All right, so now to the part where we have to draw resistance line. So I like to draw support and resistance that usually just to support my point of possible reversals of price, because sometimes really it doesn't really go as you plan. Yeah, so just draw lines that are very accurate. So currently we have an empty stuff on the bottom, this empty point here, this place here. Price would like to always come back to this place. Yeah, they want to come back here and test this place and then probably go back up. So I think this is going to break this and come here and continue up. So that's what I think. So for now I will just keep in view that we have an unbroken support here that needs to be retested for the second time before going up. So that is what my take will be. So I'll leave this line here, very important. So extend it here. So all right, so this is support line 1. Yeah, I make it very thin. Sometimes people be like, oh, it's so thin. I'm like, yeah, it's still thin. That's what I want it thin like that, so that it's more precise. But you can just maybe extend it a little bit just to give it like a presence of, oh yeah, this has come from a higher time frame, whatever, who cares. All right, so now what we have next is to go for subsequent support and resistance lines. So I just draw the second one. Second one will probably be touching important places like, let's see here, what do we have here? This place is important. Now let me just leave here. Here's more important, this one. So we had touch 1 2 3 4 5. Beautiful, nice spot. Next we clone, just go back to this other one here. Yeah, beautiful. This is a nice space. So you can, it's touching here, it touches here, oh, here, a beautiful place. Yeah, nice. We clone. Yeah, this one might be, yeah, beautiful. I think it's beautiful. It's a beautiful place in itself. Yeah, so I'm not going to sting. I'm just going to leave it this simple. Yeah, just to complicate things. So for this point, yeah, this is also a beautiful spot. We had like a resistance here or support for this one. Yeah, so I think this is a beautiful spot over here, just so that we're good to go. Yeah, I think we're good to go like this. Oh, I can drop it. I can drop a bit. Yeah, just drop a bit here. Just see how we do it here. Yeah, I think this is it. This is a very nice one. Yes. So yeah, we get this one got the space, so we just put it here. Just this one. Yeah, this is like this. So I think it's good this way. So let's clone this one. So what I'm doing, I'm just basically cloning points of possible reversal of actions of prices where they're touching significantly in different times at different times in on the higher time frame, which is basically the 24 hours. That's all I've got here. So just clone again. Let's just save this 23 volt 25. All right, just save it. Okay, so we clone again. Yeah, so the price is touching here, it's touching this place, but I think it should be somewhere around here so we have more of the lows. I like to touch the places that are significant. So, well, I have these two torches here. I've got this one here, and what else? What else do I have? Nothing in this time zone. So what do I do then? This means that this was an overshoot. Could it be? Let's see. Let's clone and see what next happened. So now, not really. You can see that price did break and got here, and then there was a resistance because of all of this one. So that is still good. So we can now clone. We can now clone again. Let's clone again. Yeah, we have multiple areas of resistance around here. Yeah, beautiful, beautiful. I think this is a good one. Then we just clone. Lastly, nothing to clone here, but just go for the peak. Yeah, just go for the peak. Yes, that's all I do. Okay, so I think we're good to go. Can just this one to this point. Yeah, yeah, I think somewhere around here is good, and we're good to go. So we've done our lines. The lines have been drawn, still drawn in 24 hours, right? 24-hour time frame. So next, what do we do next? What we do next is basically now trying to see. Now we have a bias, right? A bias is that we've been going up, but there's been like a shift in the supposed upward movement because we now have like a lower high instead of a higher high, right? And then we have a lower low instead of a higher low. Okay, so this is meant to be like, so technically if I were to like technically follow these, this is what I'll draw, just so we know. I could do this would have been, you know, what it is, yeah, following the trend up, you know. But because I really like to be realistic sometimes, I say if this were to be a break of structure, because obviously this was like a break of structure, yeah, but for some reasons the break of structure did not hold. I mean, this was a break of trend line, I meant to say, and for some reasons this did not hold. There was a reversal with the head and bottom, I mean the inverse head and shoulder, yeah, that was what caused the reversal. So we had a reversal here, bang, and when we came up here. So for that, since we're back in the trend up, I will adjust my trend line this way. This is what, so then I'm saying that once there's a break of this trend line, we're setting that we're going down. That is basically how I would approach this, yeah. So that way you can take profits from somewhere around here, because that's getting your profits from here down till this point, because obviously price is going to want to test this point again before it decides to go up, yeah. So beautiful. So that is all we have. So now, but look at what's forming here. We had like an M structure that's formed on this time frame, and it's coming down, yeah. Beautiful. So we are supposed to technically come back to this point, yeah. For me, I think like this M structure signifies a reversal down back to the previous low here. And if for some reason, like I told you, if this trend line is broken and it comes down here, we're setting that these, if this doesn't hold it, we're going down straight up to this place, yeah. That's why I just, you know, we might have something here that might push it a bit here, and then so these are like bottom places. But once this doesn't work, but most likely once we've crossed this trend line, we are going down here. So for now we have this structure. So to catch up with the movement, I could do something like this, another trend line that comes from here and goes here, yeah. Okay, so now this is my trend line currently for this move, yeah. So I have 1-2 significant touches. I'm looking for this to come back to this trend line and probably go up if it wants to go up, or just go down and come to this place. So that is all I've drawn. So let's go to like a small time frame. Small time frame for me would be just jump into 4 hours, yeah. Because this is volatility we're talking about. We can't be looking at so many micro times because these things are really confusing when it gets to the micro times. All right. So here we still have this immediate upward movement. Okay, so that is about to be broken if this breaks this trend line. So we're waiting for a move that will cause this to break, yeah. Now because we are supporting the downward movement, what we're looking out for here is looking out for support break only. Now support break for me will be a region when the price goes below this price. This is my red zone. I want to start selling if there's a break of this level, because I expect this level to hold and allow it, you know, go for a reversal with the W, which is a double bottom. But if it does get to this place, I could pull like a sell stop. Yeah, beautiful. That's a nice one. Yeah, beautiful sell stop. So let's make this red. Sell stop region. Okay, so sell stop. Let's just put the structure into place. Sell stop zone. All right, so that's a sell stop zone. So we just make it let's use red for it. Okay, so one should be looking to sell if there is still further selling signal here. All right, so that's that. Now for those who actually missed it, yeah, because what happened again here is that we have like head and shoulder that is going to complete here, right? Because the take profit head and shoulder, if I tell you, if I draw this for you, you'll see that the take profit from here, this is the neckline. You just draw this from neckline down here. Oh, interesting. So if this continues to go further, we're likely to go break this, you know, so and then we can go up. So if we break this, we are most likely going down for even, you know, whatever, so many things. Okay, so but let's just keep in mind that we are still headed down. Beautiful. Now what next is that we want to go to, so for me in this time zone, what we have is double top. A swinger might have gone from here hoping to go down here, possibly, yeah, but we have a resistance here, I mean a support here that could be that could reject it and make it go up, or you know, the take profit end zone, which is around the, but most people might be looking to sell if they're not considering this trend line. They might be looking to sell once there's a break of this trend line, yeah, if you consider the trend line. But if you're not considering it, you can sell irrespectively from here down to wherever it hits the trend line, or from here down to this next support zone. So but we expect like some sort of rejection around the support zone, so most people should be taking profits around here, right? So that's basically that in the 4-hour time frame. So we go to 1 hour time frame. 1 hour time frame, what's happening there? It's just quick. Still telling me that okay, we have we're still going down, we're in a downtrend, so we just draw this trend line because this is clearly telling me downtrend at the moment, immediate downtrend in the small time frame. So just draw it this way. So we're still going down, yeah, still going down. So so this is the downtrend, yeah, still going down. So but I think the most ideal thing one would do is if there is a break of this resistance line, this one here, we're most likely going up a bit, maybe not in an attempt to form like another M or something, who knows, I don't know what it is, but these are resistance zones that we want to break to continue the upward movement. But if we break this one, still uptrend though, but the one that I'm very certain that if we break this one, this line, if we break that line, we're definitely going down. There's no argument. All right, it's no argument there. We're going down till we get to this zone here. All right, so we might have like a rejection here a bit, just come up to the same level and then come back and we go down, whatever. Just the idea is basically the same. You could come up even higher here and then go down, whatever. What matters is that it's gonna go down if it breaks the zone. Yeah. All right, so so with me, I think that's basically all I must say for Volatility 25. We're currently in a short-term downtrend movement, but in the long run we still maintain the upward movement. So I think Volatility 25 has got like a mixed texture of up and down trend. However, the determining line is this one here, this trend line here, and this one here. This is the upward trend to continue uptrend. So if we break this line, we're going up. I might hit the resistance here, but break line, we're definitely sure that we're going up. Yeah. All right. So back to, and for those who like to do 15 minute analysis and entry, yeah, let's see what's happening in 15 minutes. Just before we go, so 15 minutes time, we see our volatility still trending downwards. Yeah, still trending downwards. We still have a trend line that says, okay, yeah, it's still going down 15 minutes, so we are still downwards, and hopefully trying to go connect with this one here. All right, so that's basically Voice 25 in a nutshell. This tutorial is powered by Figo Trader, courtesy just ERUDiTE, Dr. ERUDiTE, and see you in the next tutorial. Cheers, mate.